Hello and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. Today we're in 0.23 and I'm starting a stock science mission. I'm experimenting with post-commentary, and so everything you see is being done before. So as you can see here, we have the first mission, which is of course very basic. It's probably what everyone's going to be doing or something similar to that, now that they've changed things so you can't science spam. Also, happy holidays and belated all that stuff, blah blah blah, because I wasn't around. I was in Texas with relatives, which was very fun, by the way, except for Houston was really hot and humid the first couple of days, but whatever. And as you can see here, you might have noticed by now that this SRB is lasting a lot longer than SRBs usually do, and that's because, as you might have noticed, there's the thrust limiter, which is the new thing that we can do and allowed me to go this way, and I'm gonna try and get into another biome so I can get some science from over here after I land. Basically right now I'm just fast forwarding and going down and science and whatnot, but you know, that's how you do it. And then we're gonna have this landing site, of course, and we're gonna plant a flag to mark the occasion of the landing of the Sounding Rockets 1. And as you can see here, Jeb is just jumping for joy at that explosion on touchdown, and he's going to judo kick the capsule away from himself. And after looking around at what he's done, it's time to plant a flag. And on this flag, it will read some small text that I really can't see in this, video editing. But there you have it. After a quick pose for the camera, we go back to the Space Center to see what kind of science we earned and unlock general rocketry. And now we go back to the VAB to work on, you guessed it, Sounding Rocket 2. We're going to use the new parts we've unlocked, as well as a lot of solid rocket boosters, in order to make this mission go far higher and better than any mission we've ever gone through before, which was only one mission, so it's really not hard to beat that. Okay, here we are at the pad, performing our last-minute EVA for science sake, which actually doesn't give us anything, so here we go, launching the rocket. Gonna keep an eye on these because, I don't know, I was afraid they were gonna break or something, but everything seems to be going well so far. Oh, a bit of overheating, that might not be fun, but at least we're still going straight up and we're doing science, so it's all good. It's being a little difficult to control, I think. Actually, I'm not sure where it started being difficult to control. Of course, this is post-commentary, so, the freak out is all fake and everything. But I'm not freaking out. I mean, what? I'm not spoiling anything. Anyhow, first stage done. Ditch that. And everything's still golden. A little hard to turn, but that's okay. So anyhow, we burn through that rocket. Stage it, of course. Burn this rocket. Meanwhile, I'm doing all this science, trying to get as high as I can, do as much science as I can. Of course, because of the way science works now, I think I'm duplicating some data and getting some things that are unnecessary and whatnot. But, at least I'm trying. And engine cut off because we're out of fuel. I decide it's time to start spinning, and then I try to click this thing many times, and it doesn't work because it's spinning so fast. And I realize that's probably a bad idea, so I stop spinning it and do some more science while we're on this suborbital hop. Fast forward a bit, do some more science, the standard issue Kerbal Space Program things that you do in career mode, except with maybe a few more science canisters than you might put, I don't know. Anyhow, we're now re-entering, very hot of course, and ooh, I accidentally, I deployed the parachute in space. I wasn't gonna burn any parachutes in this series because I was gonna act like, if you burn a parachute that's bad and everything. But as you can see, I did that. Now at this point, I'm just calmly coming down, not worried about a thing. Of course, we're coming down in a lower terrain area, so there's nothing to worry about during this landing. And then that happened. Yeah, don't know what happened there, but I'm going to assume it's a glitch, and we're going to get to redo this mission, because that's not how it works. Now at this point it's pretty much what you just saw again, except perhaps decided to forget what sound is this time around, and so we have to go through a silent orbital insertion, but I'm going to skip all the boring bits. No, wait. Hold that thought. Actually, we're on a much higher trajectory this time, more hang time in space. I think we can complete another mission while this one is still mid-progress. Let's go back to the Science Center thing. and research some more stuff and get building. And as you can see, this is going to be a lander, also known as the Ambitious Lander 1, because we're being a bit ambitious, and we're hoping we can land, well, to be honest, I was hoping I could land on the moon, but there's no way this thing's getting into going to the moon. But, we're at least hoping we can go somewhere else in space, so here we are on the pad, we're getting ready to launch, everything's set, and launching. So here goes. Everything's working great, those splayed out boosters are actually working great, and drop them, and keep firing this engine, and here we go, to space. And surprisingly, this is all going according to plan. We use a tiny bit of the lander's fuel, and we are now in an orbit. We can choose where we want to land. It's a very nice feature. Let's go back to the other craft, of course. Zoom in really slowly because for some reason KSP decided to start us out going fast, and there was the other ship just below us, and now we're going to burn Jebediah, burn. And I don't remember if we're going down over mountains or not, and I can't really see the screen because, yay, and we are going down on a mountain. Oh dear, and as you can see, things did not go well for Jebediah. At this point, I thought there's a small chance he might survive, as sometimes Kerbals do survive these kinds of falls, so I frantically got the RCS on and got him going, but splat. Unfortunately, Jebediah has passed away.